Beloved viewers, you are watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the major stories. The President of the Republic returns to the country after participating in the Expo of 2023 in Doha. A historic step towards inclusive cross-border development in Addis Ababa. And on the original scenes, a Nobel Prize in medicine to go to two scientists for the Maryland vaccine. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, returned early in the afternoon the country at the end of his participation in the Expo 2023 Doha on the Horticulture and Agriculture Forum for exchange on production, exploitations, and increase in agricultural harvest. The exposition of 2023 in Doha also implicitly addressed some of the most prominent challenges internationally, including desertification and its most symposium collaboration, which are food insecurity and water, an event rich of a symbolism of a 2023 Doha Agricultural Fair brought together, in addition to the head of state and government delegation from hundreds countries, as well as 1,000 of other participants composed of professional scientists and economic operators, all working in the wake of agriculture. Under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, held a major meeting today to discuss the prevention of future severe weathers and develop a response plan. This meeting brought together the majority of members of the government, including the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Environment, but also the Minister of Higher Education, the Minister of the Social Affairs, and the Minister in charge of decentralization, as well as representative of security forces, the Director General of the ADD. During the meeting, the Minister of Higher Education present a report on seismic activities over the last 48 hours. The data shows that the crisis current seismic remains current with a slight decrease in the number of tremors recorded compared to the previous day. The minister has stressed the importance of continuing to closely monitor this situation and maintain public awareness of a safety measure in the event of earthquake, and also in the weather forecast of the mid-October and November are announced as a period of heavy precipitation. During the meeting, a crucial point was mobilization of human and material resources necessary to deal with the current seismic crisis. The government also made a commitment to put in place a rapid and effective response in the event of emergency. Finally, the meeting emphasized the importance of basic relief for the population affected by bad weather or the earthquake. The plans were developed to provide rapid support and effective people, including the shelters, medical care, food, and other essential service. The government remains determined to take all necessary measures to guarantee the safety and well-being of population in these challenges time, natural effectively to mobilize the strategy stock and providing basic relief. A review of seismic activities from September 28 October 2023. The seismic crisis, which began on September 28 local time of 4 a.m. in the morning of Gulf of Tajura near the island Musha is still in progress. The number of recorded terms decreased slightly compared to yesterday. The Arta Observatory recorded 121 events in the last 24 hours. The largest earthquake recorded in the last 48 hours took place this Tuesday, October 3, and has a magnitude of 3.5 on the Richter scale since the start of this seismic crisis. The Arta Geophysical Observatory has recorded 1,429 earthquakes. And now, direction in Addis Ababa, where the Minister of Economic and Finance, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dewale, participated in the 18th meeting of the Horn of African Initiative held today in Ethiopia under the leadership of the Minister of Finance of Ethiopia, Mr. Ahmed Shide. With all finance ministers of members countries for the first time, the representative of France and United Kingdom were invited as observers to attend the meeting. Furthermore, the objective of this 18 meeting, based on the discussion of the meeting previous studies and deepening of analysis at the national and regional levels, aims to discuss how to promote more effective development around border areas to identify opportunities for greater engagement of the private sector and receive updates on various issues relating to the initiative. A dialogue on private sector engagement will continue during a roundtable organized this afternoon between the Minister of and representative of a private organization following the ministerial meeting. For his part, Minister of Economic, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dewale, responsible for the industries, welcome the France and United Kingdom to participate in this Horn of Africa initiative. Furthermore, he insists on the fact that it is essential to accelerate the various cross-border projects to involve and interest population living in cross-border region for greater social inclusion, he said. Returned to the capital following the increase in the onion prices observed in the recent days on local market. A consultation meeting was called with the importers, onion, fruits, and vegetable to discuss the situation by the Minister of Trade to discuss the situation and take precautions necessary to correct the problem. The main reason for this price increase in the reduction is in import from Ethiopia caused by a flood which ravaged crops and causing shortage and the price increase in Djibouti markets. To remedy this wave of prices concern, the union indicates that an order of onion from Yemen origin has been launched and available for supplies in the markets. The ambassador, Mr. Mohammed Duhur Hersi, presented yesterday at the Royal Palace in Rabat his credential letters to His Majesty King Mohammed VI in his capacity as ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary of the Republic of Djibouti to the Kingdom of Morocco. During this ceremony, His Excellency the Ambassador Duhur transmitted to His Majesty the King Mohammed VI as a message of fraternity, friendship from his brother countries. The President of the Republic of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Mergili, recalling the very deep ties existing between the two brotherly countries while reiterating its desire to further strengthen relation in all areas. His Excellency Mr. Dur also reaffirmed his desire to continue effort to strengthen the bonds of friendship and fraternity between the two people. The anti-seismic safety major in the establishment schools were on the menu on the series of training previously by the school's head of teachers training courses followed a training workshop on management of risk disaster in the school's environment, which has held at the teacher training center of fundamental education of known as Umar Igile CFF on the 1st October 2023 and continue on October 2 throughout the Djibouti capital. The school's principal, colleague, and also the high school's principal had followed this training aimed at strengthening the safety in educational establishment in the face of three most recent seismic events. They have also developed evacuations plans with emergency exits and assembly site adapt to this situation. Each head of establishment encourage his teacher and administrative and educational team to update their plan contingency local, notably integrating the needs in training for teachers and live staff. The schools note also that the education contingency plan established in 2021 identifying the main risk in Djibouti city such as earthquake, flood epidemic and drought. A technical committee was very helpful in designing this plan personalized for the contingency plan. These training courses contribute to the preparation of teachers and students facing various risks, including earthquake. It's about to strengthen the common commitment to make the schools more resilient to the disaster. Finally, note that the MENFOP is working to strengthen the safety within schools and prepare the educational community to confront the various risks to which it may be exposed. In the constantly evolving digital age, cybersecurity has become an undoubtedly priority for education. The objective of this training workshop being to protect school data, the raise awareness students to the challenge of online security, and in doing so prepare educators to face the challenges digital which cannot be underestimated. Remember that the challenge related to online security are constantly evolving. The teachers must be attempt to both guarantee of knowledge and guide of a younger generation in the digital worlds and evaluation the evaluating of the young schools focusing on the team educating about cybersecurity. The training, which took place over a week, ended yesterday at the CFF. The objective of this training is to equip teacher trainers with the skills and knowledge necessary to understand the importance of cybersecurity in the school context. So this training will also help them introduce the student to coaching of the internet, the secure sensitive schools data, and create a safe and conducive online learning environment. The IMPH, in close collaboration with the UNDP, carry out this morning at the Sheraton Hotel as a workshop popularizing for the a map of profession adapted to disabled people. The event is one of vital importance for the people with disability in setting up a system for personalized integration and environment of the people in special need. The job mapping is a relevant tool for promoting integrations professional for people with special need. The workshop aims to establish the necessary means to adapt a job for a disabled person. It is in this way a duty of will and an obligation of result as well as a speech which led to the workshop so as not being leave anyone behind. He also emphasized the place on importance of this workshop as a tool relevant for the promotion of professional integrations. For his part, the General Director of the AMPH emphasized that the workshop an imp- was to improve the quality of life of people with special need and strengthen inclusion all levels of society for sustainable socio-economic development of the Republic of Djibouti without leaving anyone behind. For the AMPH organizer of this event is collaboration with the UNDP to facilitate access to implement opportunities for people with special need and to respect the employability for citizens with a special need, and that's to promote integration of social cohesion, he said. About sports, the national news in the atmosphere for the emotion of pride, the Arta Solar team from Djibouti was warmly welcomed by the CEO of the team for a dinner in a dynamic in Union last night at the prestigious Vogue restaurant. The evening shone with a thousand light to honor the entire team, a triumphal return which was agreed by all, but it was only the beginning of an extraordinary evening. The gala evening organized by the CEO, Mr. Tommy Tarero, was the highlight of this memorable evening. The guests of honor share inspiring stories about their journey from their resilience as a team and their ability to transcend obstacles and to reach the height that dinner gala followed was a true feast to the scene, showcasing before the lighting the background of music with this evening. It was much more than a simple celebration. It was a moment of communion, solidarity, reminding everyone that dreams are within reach, then works together to achieve team. The gala dinner was organized by bearing together members of the team, strengthen their cohesion and celebrate their collective success. The lively conversations resonate the rooms, maxing joys and the gala dinner was not only a celebration but also proud to challenges that coming. The positive atmosphere and palpable energy of the evening instill a new motivation into the team, preparing them to take on new challenges with confidence and determination. This moment for Arta Solar team was not limited to being a simple evening of celebration. It took a much deeper importance of a pivotal moment, not to say a real unity and cohesion within the team. The team had the opportunity to strengthen the ties, strengthening for the common objective. For his part, the CEO of the team, Mr. Tommy Tyro, made a speech in which he said it is, in a speech, thanked with optimism and marked with gratitude but also with pride, delivered by the CEO, Mr. Tommy Tyro. He gave back to tribute to the commitment and hard work of the team, highlighting their determination to push the limit to achieve sporting to the excellencies level. For the international scenes, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded Monday to the Hungarian Kathleen and the American Drew Weissman for their advance in the field of messenger RNA vaccine. Uh, decisive in the fight against COVID-19. The two researchers were distinguished for their discoveries concerning the modification of the base medicines, which allowed the development of effective RNA vaccines against the COVID-19 announced on Hungarian researchers and her American colleague were awarded to the Nobel Prize in Medicine on Monday for their advance in the field of messengers of RNA vaccine, are decisive in the fight against COVID-19. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.